Hi, in the previous video, static variables, we have created a static variable and saw how it gets updated. Now we create a static methods. We will take the same line underscore cage class. Earlier we have only static line and so this is wrong. Line cage, okay, of type line and cage. And in the previous video, the line class is like this. Line has age and name of type int and name string, and we are passing through the constructor. Here we have in the previous video we have static cage variable of variable of q and type of line. So now we have protected this one. Protected means like protected keyword enforces good reuse by preventing users from accessing our SVQ directly. Now what we do is we can't no one can access this variable protected. We will talk about this protected detailed in the data types series. Which I'll record later. Here we are using protect so that anyone of no one can access this variable, but we want to update this cage whenever we want to add a additional line. So we created a static method where we are doing the cage pushback. When we call this cage underscore line, this is a static method function void. When we call this cage underscore line and pass a variable of type line, then what will happens in the queue, we will push back that line, whatever is passed, push back to this cage queue. Okay, and then we have one more function which is also a static function void list underscore lines. What we do is we will print all the lines inside the cage. Earlier video, if you remember, we did the same thing using this line underscore cage double colon cage. We are doing pushback in the initial begin itself in the TB. Now, and also the display we have added in the TB. What we have done now is like we added all the code here. Since we didn't give access to the cage for the external people, for outside no one for outside users. So what we are doing is we have to provide some way so that the cage can be updated. This is what so we created a cage underscore line. Using this one we can push back the lines which we want to cage, and also this will display all the lines inside a cage. So we in TB we have a line line underscore h. Similarly, we are adding the age and name of the line which we want to keep in the cage. Now what we are doing is line underscore cage colon. This is a method which we created to put the line in the cage, and we pass a line underscore h, which is this one which we just created. So we now in the previous video, in the static variable video, what we have done, we have directly accessed a cage line underscore cage colon cage, and we are doing the pushback directly to the cage. Now what we are doing, we are calling the cage underscore line which will push back inside a cage. So we call the cage underscore line static method, and we are adding here like as before in that as we did earlier in the static variable video. We are pushing three lines, and we have called list underscore lines. This will display list underscore lines. As we saw, this will display all the lines inside a cage. Here earlier we added the same code in the TB itself. Now we are adding that code inside the line underscore cage class, so that if we simply call the list underscore lines, it will display all the names of the lines. So this is the code, and let's run and see. I added the same code here. The line code is same as the previous one. This and line cage, as we said, we added a protected to the static, and we added a two function, cage underscore line and a list underscore lines, as I showed you some time back. And in TB what I did is we have three lines, and after that we called cage underscore line static method. Three lines we have added, and last we called a list underscore lines. Let's run and see. We will get the same what to say, same results as we got in the previous code. Here you see the age of the line and the name of the line. This is how we got. So this is how the static methods will be used. Okay, thank you.